I think we're going to see that tonight.
It's Castleton and Rob Baker the second to jump it, and the Lakers start with the ball. Officials tonight, Italo Araujo, Eric Alig, and Stacey Blow. Every time number 9 touches the ball, there is a buzz in this arena. What a start for Bronny. Rips the cords from the mid-range.
And I love Bronny getting to the mid-range early in comparison to his first shot being a 3. So much pressure on every shot for him right now. If anyone knows he's 0 for 15 from 3, it's Bronny James.
Enter this game shooting just 23% from the floor so far in the summer. Right back at you. The Hawks come the other way.
And Wood running through that elevator screen, forcing Bronny to have to reroute. Does a great job going off the bounce to get his first 2 of the game.
And Moses Wood starts the scoring for Atlanta in his first summer league action this year. Sean East, the second, knocks it down. Looking for his first NBA taste, former Missouri Tiger. Here's Keaton Wallace, older brother of Cason Wallace, who just had a great rookie season with Oklahoma City. Lost the ball, Castleton the steal. East run on the break, drops it back to Castleton for the finish.
And a nice job by East, staying patient, allowing Castleton to get back into the play. When the big man does a job defensively, run the floor like that, you got to give him the rock back.
Hawks a little disjointed. 2 turnovers early. First minute and change. Maxwell Lewis flying in, missed it. Lewis, a guy who played a little bit for the Lakers last year, 32 games as a rookie. And James knocks it out of bounds.
Great start for Bronny James, and you can see by design the original play, the first play of the game, to give Bronny a look. He takes advantage of it, going off the bounce. Great footwork, and the pull up in the mid-range is clean.
And you've seen his shooting prowess before. The numbers are misleading, right?
The numbers are misleading. I watched Bronny for an entire week at the McDonald's All-American game, knocked down 3 after 3, shot the basketball extremely well, to a surprise. I mean, honestly, to me, to a surprise. I watched him play in the Nike EYBL. He didn't shoot it that well, but put a lot of work into his game going into that senior year of high school. Shot it extremely well, and also made 5 threes in the McDonald's game. So told it wasn't just about practice. He could do it when the lights are bright.
The lights are bright tonight. A lot of hype around this entire summer league in this game as well. Bronny fouls Wood. That foul's on the floor. It'll be side out for Atlanta.
Well, let's start with this. The Los Angeles Lakers are Vegas's favorite team. That goes way, way back. So this is nothing new. But then when you add a Bronny James to the Los Angeles Lakers Summer League roster, you're going to have a great showing each and every time they have an opportunity to play here at Thomas & Mack.
There's Mohamed Gay on the dribble handoff. Shot clock is under 5. Baker's got a fire. Missed it with Castleton defending. Here's Lewis, 40th pick in last year's draft. Colin Castleton, a 2-way player for the Lakers. Bronny's got it. 2 more.
And there's a great play, just moving without the basketball, not waiting for someone to find you, going and finding it.
Gay missed the triple on the other side. Here's Lewis. Good start for the Lakers, trying to pick up their first summer league win this year. Count the basket.
Great energy from the Lakers to start this game, getting out to a 10-2 run early, but getting it done with their defense.
Lakers 5 for 6 from the floor as East is called for the foul.
They say when you play with great energy, the ball finds you. Bronny James just finding himself in the right place at the right time, picks up the easy one for the layup, and then the strong finish on the interior.
Well, he's nearly to his summer league average already, just over 4 points per game, 17 across 4 games. Baker in the post, wild fadeaway. Gay the offensive rebound. He missed the stick back, and Castleton clears it for Los Angeles. Lakers lost to Houston and Boston. They'll take on Cleveland tomorrow. The rare summer league back-to-back. East with a great setup for Castleton. A nice move from Sean East.
I'll tell you right now, this is a different looking Lakers team. I've watched them throughout the summer league thus far, and their energy and the way they've approached this game has been different than what we've seen in the past.
Traore got a hand on it. Lakers ball.
But just look at that in itself. Playing in the gap, not allowing a defender to beat them off the dribble, and knocking over a couple fans along the front row as well. Hey, you pay for a great experience here. You pay for the big money seats right there. You could have oftentimes pay by giving up your body right there. Great job by the young man, staying stationary, absorbing the contact, picking up the foul.
Block or a charge?
Oh, that's absolutely a charge.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's all charge, but great sportsmanship.
Wallace looking like Kaysen. It runs in the family, pressuring the ball in the backcourt. That's a foul against Keaton Wallace. And take a look at Ronald Nored, head coach of the Hawks this summer. Well, folks, welcome to Thomas and Mack Center here in Vegas. A buzz in the arena as Bronny James and the Lakers take on the Atlanta Hawks. Castleton throws a missile. It could have taken a fan's head off, but good start for the Lakers, up by 12.
Great start for the Lakers. Great start for Bronny James. Already 4 points, 2 of 2 from the field to start this game off. Knocked down the original shot to start it off, getting to the mid-range, knocking down a jumper, and then playing with great energy as the ball found Bronny, able to lay it up. But this is how you build confidence. You find ways to score, find ways to be effective in doing other things, not just looking to shoot the basketball, and good things start to happen for you.
Yeah, Bronny James already with those 4 points, nearly matching his average so far in the Summer League. Thanks for joining us here in Vegas alongside Corey Alexander. I'm Drew Carter. Katie George joins us as well. And CA, I mean, you've talked about it. Bronny James, the shooting numbers are kind of a mirage. He's 0 for 15 in 4 Summer League games so far, but you've seen it yourself. That stroke is pretty nice.
It is pretty nice, and you see it from the first possession of the game. Great footwork, get the inside foot down, raise up into the mid-range, and then playing with energy. The ball often finds you. Does a great job getting right there, the easy layup. But these are the type of plays that get you to building your confidence. You can see the confidence has not been there offensively for Bronny to this point, but he is a much better shooter than the 0 for 15 that he's shown to this point. I also have to mention the fact that their Lakers are playing without their top pick and Dalton Knecht here tonight.
You know, guys, Lakers Summer League head coach Dane Johnson says Bronny James has handled the constant attention here in Vegas amazingly well. Johnson says Bronny is very poised. He stays within himself, and when you talk to him, you don't know you're talking to LeBron James's son because he's committed to listening and learning. He wants to get better. Johnson said when you're around him, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary until you're surrounded by other people, right? Or in front of a big crowd. That's when the mayhem starts. But they say Bronny's taken everything in stride and has had a great approach to the Summer League.
Katie, Bronny is facing a pressure that has never, ever been faced in the history of the NBA when you consider he's not trying to live up to his dad's coaching name. He's trying to live up to a name of his teammate. Can you imagine going into that and trying to live up to the name of one of the greatest players of all time who happens to be on your team?
First father-son duo in NBA history. We have never seen this before. By the way, Bronny is mic'd up for us tonight, so we hope to hear from him throughout the game. We should mention Hawks' #1 overall pick, Zachary Risacher, is out tonight after he played in their first 2.
This is the one right here. Swing it. Let's go.
On the dribble handoff with Sean East. Bronny's got a tough assignment here. Keaton Wallace. He defends a lot like his younger brother, Kaysen. East, the spin cycle, kept the pivot foot down. Maxwell Lewis, who played some games for the Lakers, big club last year. Shot clock reset. Castleton in the post. Foul's on the floor.
So I can tell you this, Drew. On the last possession, Bronny had a 3. Right, the ball came over late, but I still thought he had an opportunity. But the confident Bronny James would have taken that shot. He understands right now that he wants to make sure he takes the best possible shots available for him from 3. But when he's at his confidence, he lets that fly.
Traore stepped on the baseline. Lakers turn it over. Do you think that's just going to take time for Bronny?
He just needs to see one go down. Again, I watched this young man for an entire week at the McDonald's All-American game. He was making shots. And surprisingly, I didn't realize that he shot it that well. But then he carried it over in the McDonald's All-American game. He made 5 threes, and he wasn't shooting 19-9. He's shooting from distance from those threes, showed off that shooting prowess. But we got to remember, Bronny missed 5 months of competitive basketball. We can't expect for him to come in and be crisp at this point. It's going to take time for him to get it back. And this opportunity right here, a confident Bronny James, that's up. But you see him hesitate. He understands when he hasn't been shooting the basketball well, but off to a great start, 2 for 2 from the field. That's one that as time goes along, he will shoot that basketball once he sees one go down.
The Hawks made their first shot. Since then, they're 0 for 7. Baseline out of bounds here. Mohamed Gay in the corner. Here's Jordan Bowden. Bunch of guys seeing their first action this summer with some injuries to the Hawks. Gay knocks it down for 3.
And Gay absolutely has that ability, which makes him so dangerous at his size, and a rim protector that can also step out and knock it down for 3.
An offensive foul against Castleton.
And you see no hesitation from Gay as Castleton is too far back. Does get a handout to contest, but that is way too late for a guy that can knock it down as Gay shows off the soft touch from beyond the arc.
Former Washington State Cougar, 39th overall pick last year, their highest since Klay Thompson back in 2011. Bowden shoots it over Castleton. Missed it. Good defense from the big man Castleton. 6'10", second-year pro out of Florida. Here's Lewis gliding to the basket. Wallace got his hand on it. Gay running the floor. Ahead of the pack. Patient for the punch.
A great job by the Hawks answering. It was all Lakers early, but now a 5-0 run for the Hawks, finding themselves right back in this game.
Two-way player Armel Traore, 21 years old, out of France. Part of that French Revolution, trying to take over the NBA. James for Castleton, who wasn't looking.
He was looking, but he didn't get his glove in the dirt. That's the problem. You got to get lower on that. But the Hawks getting it done on the defensive end of the floor, which turns into easy buckets on the other end as Gay's able to finish it off. 5 straight points for Mohamed Gay and a 5-0 run for the Hawks.
B.J. Liddell is in the game for the Hawks. Former Ohio State Buckeye. 22 points off the bench against San Antonio in their last game. 32 in white. Sets the screen for Wallace. Out to the corner. Miles Norris hits the 3, fresh off the bench. 8-0 run for Atlanta.
And oftentimes this is what you see, the reserves coming in and now getting their opportunity and changing the game immediately.
Floated up for Castleton. Lefty finishes there.
Nice find by East, anticipating that Castleton was going to roll. Wasn't quite on the move until he made the pass.
Kicked by Wallace. Extra feed. Norris tries another. Hits another. Heating up in a hurry. Miles Norris checks in and knocks down 2.
And Norris is thinking, hey, we wouldn't even be down if I started this game the way I'm shooting it early.
Wallace a little too handsy. That's his second foul of the first quarter. You get 10 before you foul out in the summer league.
Yeah, which is way too many. However, never too much of this. The drive, the one more pass, Norris, who just knocked down one in the corner, now finds himself along that right wing and is able to knock down his second straight 3 on back-to-back possessions.
Hawks without Reece Shea, Dylan Windler, Nikola Juricic, who broke his foot a couple days ago, and Kobe Buffkin, who hasn't played here at all, as Lewis catches and releases for 2.
And a great job by Lewis, not bringing the basketball down off of the nice find from Castleton, already into his shooting motion as soon as he catches the rock.
Wallace dancing to the basket, and he got the foul. Castleton, maybe say he embellished it a little bit. That's Castleton's second foul of the first quarter. So Keaton Wallace heads to the line, wears the same number as Kaysen. This is Keaton's 4th summer league. He played his college hoops at UTSA. Hey folks, Summer League action continues tomorrow in Las Vegas on NBA TV, ESPN, and the ESPN app. You got Grizzlies and Pelicans, Magic and Nets. That, by the way, is Jett Howard versus Juwan Howard.
Yes, it is.
You got Clippers, Jazz, and then Thursday here on ESPN, Wizards and Kings. See if Alex Sarr can bounce back.
Yeah, struggle for Alex Sarr, the number 2 pick last time out. 0 for 15. Is that the 0 for 15 stat line from the field? Had opportunity to watch Alex Sarr practice a couple days in Washington. And again, tremendous talent, great potential. This is my guy right here, though. Jarkel Joyner. He gets the motor going coming off the bench. Look at that. All the way into the rim, attacking the paint. That should have been a shot from Norris, who's already knocked down 2.
It starts the ball movement. Ended up with a 3 that wouldn't go for Bauman. Offensive rebound by Norris, who's been very active since he checked in. Taken away, though, and here comes Lewis. Norris almost picked his pocket. Tommy Kuhse's in the game now for LA, 31. So is Blake Hinson, big number 36, as the two-pointer is good from Sean East. He's playing a nice floor game here in the first quarter.
He really is. And taking over that starting point guard role, that was Tommy Kuhse early in Summer League action for the Lakers, but East has stepped it up, becoming that starter. He's gotten them going here tonight.
Oh, a block by Lewis. He is rangy and athletic.
This
Wallace
was
couldn't
going
get it away.
Oh, waited too long.
Kuhse finds Diarra for 2.
Maybe not. Mo Diarra running the floor. I thought Tommy Kuhse had Blake Hinson. As soon as he caught that one, it was going to be up. But nice play by Kuhse, being patient.
EJ Liddell leaves it short. East hit ahead past Diarra. Got fouled by Liddell, and he will head to the line. But again, Sean East continues to distribute.
Tommy Kuhse staying patient, picking up the dribble, but Mo Diarra continues to run the floor. The easy finish as the Lakers are off to a hot start here in Vegas.
Yeah, you can't do this. You don't got the, you just go, you see? You got the base though, the base was there. Rip. You good, right idea. On the side pick and roll, send a step up, you seal him on the back, or you seal him on a roll, so easy I can get it over here.
Bronny James wearing the microphone for us tonight. His dad's got maybe the best basketball IQ of any player we've ever seen, so it makes sense to hear Bronny talking out there.
Well, and again, he's going to be vocal. That's one thing you love about him. He's vocal. He's going to be a leader. And that's a lot to ask for a guy that's 19 years old, to be able to come in and play under the pressure that he's playing. But I love the fact that he's wearing the microphone here tonight and showing off a little bit of that. A guy that's never been afraid to step away from a challenge.
There's your man, Jarkel Joyner, former NC State guard. Missed the jump shot. Here's Kuhse.
But do you see who he's playing against? Another NC State player who went to a Final Four in Mo Diarra.
Good call. Part of that great team from this past year. There's Kuhse. And Joyner the rebound. It just feels wrong to have a Kuhse on the Lakers, doesn't it?
Well, that's the way the Lakers and the Celtics do it. There was a lot of talk.
Moses Wood finds the mark.
There was a lot of talk that the Celtics, I believe they had picked 54.
That's correct.
That they were going to actually take Bronny James so that the Lakers could not. That was a huge buzz around the draft as to whether or not they would do that. I know my guy Cedric Cornbread Maxwell would have loved it had they done it.
Yeah, if Max had been making that call, you already know it would have been Bronny at 54. Ended up taking Anton Watson out of Gonzaga as Liddell draws the foul. Brad Stevens, too nice of a guy to do that.
Well, I tell you what, my guy Rich Ball would have had a fit had they done it also.
He would have gone to Europe.
I don't know that Bronny would have ever shown up in Boston. There's the coach of the Lakers. Look at that guy. New head coach J.J. Redick taking in the action. J.J. was sitting over here a year ago calling Summer League games. Of course, it's been a great year with ESPN, calling the NBA Finals. I believe he was always destined to be on the sideline, however.
Opportunity he couldn't pass up.
No, it absolutely was not. For the record, I know everybody knows JJ from Duke, but JJ is also Virginia. He's from Roanoke, Virginia. So VA guys are smart, by the way, in case you were wondering. Definitely an opportunity he could not pass up.
They'll try to lead the Lakers to a better finish than last year when they finished 8th in the West, won a play-in game, but got gentlemen swept by the Nuggets as Kuhse hits it off the heel. Rebound by Jordan Bowden.
2 for 1 for Kuhse there, but still took a little too much time, so won't be much if they are able to get it back.
Bowden defended by Mo Diarra. Now Hinson switches on him. He's got all the ACC guys playing defense. Bowden gets fouled by Hinson. That's another one on Blake in the last couple of minutes.
And that's a mistake you don't want to make, fouling a three-point shooter. That was a tough shot. Blake did a great job defensively, staying in front, contesting, but just closing out a little too much on the raise up. And now giving an opportunity to put 3 points on the board here to end the quarter for the Hawks.
Bowden at 27 years old, looking for his first NBA experience. Played his college ball at Tennessee. Hawks on the other side, 36-46 last year, 10th in the West. Lost their playing game against Chicago. Making some moves this year, trading DeJounte Murray away, getting a couple of first-round picks. They bring in Larry Nance Jr., Dyson Daniels, and E.J. Liddell, who we see out here in the summer.
Yeah, E.J. Liddell coming over in the trade from New Orleans.
And then, of course, drafting Reece Sachet at number 1.
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering if you were going to mention that.
Just waiting to see him on TV. 3 seconds for Kuzi. Float game comes up a little bit short, and the Hawks only trail by 1 as we go to the second quarter. Bronny James, a good start.
Just coming out, playing hard, playing aggressive. Coach Dane told us just to get on the glass, be more aggressive than we were last game. So just coming out with the right energy and the right mindset, just being together.
This is your second summer league. How is your game better than it was a year ago from now?
Just knowing where to be on the court. I'm still working on things, getting better every day. You know, we obviously haven't won a game yet, so that's the biggest goal for me is to win a game. But I'm definitely making the right steps in the right direction.
Thanks for the time.
You know, it's always interesting how teams and organizations balance just trying to win out here with development, and a lot of the times, obviously, those go hand in hand. But you hear Colin Castleton, these guys are competitive. They want to win these games.
They absolutely do. And again, you have played 5 games so far when you consider, well, this is the 5th game when you consider the California League as well as coming here to Vegas. And this group wants to be able to win. They're 0 in Summer League thus far, and they've worked too hard to not come away with anything to show for their results. So this is a group that's desperate for a win here as we look at Dalton Knecht, the 17th pick in the draft, and many feel like could be the steal of the draft this year, dropping down to 17.
Norris short on the 3. How do you feel about that? You think he's a steal of the draft?
I think he could be one of the guys. However, when you look at where many of the guys were able to go, I think Isaiah Collier, Bronny's teammate at USC, going 29, he could very well fit in to the Utah Jazz scenario quickly.
You guys, I just want to point out really quickly that earlier today, LA coaches were deciding if Dalton Knecht would play tonight, but by sitting him here, he will play tomorrow. He's not being shut down or anything like that. It's just more about rest than anything, given that this is the first night of a back-to-back. Something I would just like to point out that these young guys are going to have to get used to as they enter into the league.
They absolutely are, Katie. I talked to Dalton pregame, just asked him how he was feeling, how much he was enjoying this. He said, I am loving every bit of this. Of course, he would want to play back-to-back. However, the Lakers doing a great job of managing their young players. Again, this is new for a lot of these guys to be able to play at this level, this intensity, and try to do it on back-to-back nights.
Out of bounds, Lakers ball. Knecht, double figures in all 5 games he's played this summer. He had 25 in his Vegas debut after those 3 in California.
And how about my guy Blake Henson getting out after defensively? My guy Jeff Capel is at home smiling right now, seeing Blake get after it like that.
Oh, Blake Henson's a good player. That one's off glass. I think that should count as an assist, right?
It should. Diarra jumped too late. That was supposed to be a dunk right there. But, you know, Blake is not known for his passing, so he might have caught Mo a little bit off guard.
Kuzi jumped the passing lane. Can't lay it in. Rebound to Moses Wood. Joyner 1-on-3. Now ISO'd against Quincy Oliveri. And both these teams with the injuries going a little bit deeper into their bench than we've seen so far in the summer. And a foul on the floor against Oliveri and that mismatch.
I understand throwing it inside to the mismatch. I was waiting for the Jarkel Joyner and Muhammad Diarra matchup, though. I like to see the NC State guys going at it. Just like I would have loved to have seen Bowden play against Dalton Knecht here tonight. The 2 Tennessee guys going at it. That would have been fun.
Baker is fouled by Diarra.
Okay, so throughout this night, you have talked about plays that weren't fouls. That were called.
Potentially being challenged as well, because you do get a challenge.
This is true.
Summer League.
All right, well then, you know, you'll have to tell me about what you just saw on that last one.
Looked fine to me.
Okay, you thought that was a foul?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
The refs are always right.
You know, Greg Popovich used to tell us, the truth machine don't lie. We see a replay on that one. That was clean block.
Luckily, we have a promo between these free throws.
There you go.
Hey, folks, follow tomorrow's stars at Summer League in the NBA app. Get access to real-time scores, stats, schedules, and behind-the-scenes stories as the league's next generation takes the court for the first time. Download the NBA app now. Zachary Risache, part of that next generation. Not suited up tonight. He did play the first two for Atlanta. 18 points against Washington. Had a good note about his dad, too. I'm bummed. Maybe I'll still share it later.
You can still use it.
Yeah. Diarra hits the three.
Now, when he was at NC State last year, Kevin Keats would tell us he's a different player when he knocks down a three. He sees one goes down, and he's all over the offensive glass. He's doing everything that you need for him to do to get a win.
That's the first triple tonight for the Lakers. They barely shot any. 1 for 4 from downtown. 12 of 23 overall. Hinson obliges. Comes up a little bit short. He was the best three-point shooter in the ACC last year at about 42%.
And he was also a volume shooter. So that says a lot for a guy like Blake Hinson, who got a lot of shots but still shot it at such a high clip.
Yeah, volume with a capital V.
Capital V.
Matthews had his pocket pick. Kuzi, active hands defensively, stays here with the Hawks. Tommy Kuzi's a great story. Started as a walk-on at St. Mary's. Ended as a first-team All-WCC performer and the sixth man of the year.
Tommy Kuzi is going to be one of the greatest 40 and over players in the history of the world because he plays like that now. His style does not have to change.
Baker missed the three. Out of bounds off the Lakers. It was Oliveri who touched it last. The R saying my bad.
Tommy Kuzi, one of the first six-year guys, taking advantage of his opportunity with Coach Rules, as you mentioned, started at St. Mary's as a walk-on. Found his way not only to a scholarship, but being a multiple-year starter.
Liddell discards Hinson. Gets called for the foul.
Tell you what, I watched a lot of Pittsburgh basketball over the last couple of seasons. I haven't seen Blake Hinson play this much defense. I've seen more defense from Blake here in the first half than I saw from him his entire 2 years at Pitt. But respect the way he's going about his business here this evening.
Well, that's what Summer League's all about, right? Showing what you can do aside from scoring, trying to make a big club where they already have stars.
It's very true. And knowing that they don't need you to score. They need you to defend. Your scoring opportunities will come off of the stars on that team. And, of course, the Lakers have multiple.
Lakers turn it over. And by the way, you said, what'd you say, Kuzi's going to be the best 40 and over player?
Absolutely.
Don't you think LeBron's going to have something to say about that in December?
LeBron's not going to play over 40, but so long. Tommy's going to play until he's 65.
I don't know, man. With the way LeBron takes care of his body.
Oh, he could very well play to 45. He may play when Bryce comes into the league. That could happen. But he's not going to play to 65.
There's Joyner. Nice finish. And the Lakers want a timeout. Their summer head coach, Dane Johnson, will talk it over. 4-point lead for LA. You saw a lot of this at NC State, CA.
Absolutely did. Jarkel Joyner going at his NC State alum and finding a way.
Reed Sheppard and Steph Castle both super impressive.
Absolutely. Reed Sheppard got Summer League started off with a bang and has continued to play well through his 3 games thus far. In my opinion, right now, he might be the standout of Summer League at this point.
Well, Stephon Castle might have been on his way. Injured his wrist in the 4th quarter of their first game. Spurs shut him down. But, yeah, Sheppard, he's showing you some stuff that you didn't even really see at Kentucky, too.
You didn't see.
What we're seeing right now is Bronny James checking back in. He played the first 6 minutes. And he sat for about 8 minutes.
Yeah, to be young. You sit a veteran down that long, it's going to be tough to get the engine going again.
E.J. Liddell is fouled. And Bronny James set to check back in. Chatting with Dane Johnson, who's the Lakers coach this summer. Just finished his first season, as the head coach of the South Bay Lakers, but he's been on the staff since 2016. That's their G League affiliate.
Let me ask you this question. What kind of shoes you think Bronny wears?
I don't know what I'm allowed to say.
I tell you this,
Even in jest.
believe it or not, he has on LeBrons right now, but I have seen him wear Kobe's, believe it or not.
There's Joyner, hits the three.
One thing I love about Jarkel Joyner, not only can he play, but he can also talk the game while he's playing it. Has no problem getting vocal. You see him once again doing the job defensively, pulling up a three. You gotta shoot that one, Jarkel, changing the game. And he's gonna talk about it. He's gonna let you know when he's putting in work.
That is a confident stroke. First lead for the Hawks on an 8-0 run. And Jarkel Joyner's got 8 points off the bench. Here's Bronny. Isolated against Gay. Finger roll, rolls in.
Now that was impressive. I didn't think he had a chance to get that shot off over Gay. But the nice English rolling it off the glass and the finish.
Joyner fielded it, missed it from the mid-range. Liddell couldn't stuff it. Here comes Oliveri. His finger roll goes off glass, and the Lakers feeling it now. Back-to-back buckets. Oliveri a chance at a three-point play.
And a nice job by the Lakers continuing to attack the basket. Bronny James not settling, getting to the rim, showing off that athleticism, going under the arm of the shot blocker, Mohamed Gay. The nice finish. And then once again continuing to attack in transition as Oliveri gets an opportunity at the line.
Well, Corey, we talked about Bronny's three-point shooting that he showed you at the McDonald's All-American game. You also saw the leaping ability and the hang time in the dunk contest, right?
Absolutely. He should have won the dunk contest. Could have just done an easy dunk to win it. But he went spectacular. Whoa, that's got to be a foul, right? Okay. Went spectacular, did not win it. But he put on a show. Of course, a 40-inch vertical leap at the combine. You absolutely understand why he's able to put off the show. And you know what? He probably, genetics pretty good, by the way.
I think so. I've heard that. Keaton Wallace around a screen. On the kick, Moses Wood. No good for three. Castleton plucks the rebound for LA. Back in front by 3. A little spurt of their own after an 8-0 run from Atlanta. Castleton on the block. It's 6'10".
Let's go.
Good ball movement. Bronny passed up the 3, steps back, left it short. Still looking for his first 3 as a Laker, now 0 for 16.
I like the look, though. I'm okay with that. It was a confident shot. And again, when you're not shooting the basketball well from beyond the 3, you got to make sure you check guys' confidence. He looked confident on that one.
Wood on the bounce. Gay goes to the deck to grab it. East coming the other way. Sean East, the best player on the floor in the first quarter, and he drops it in.
He continues his run, playing great basketball, moving into that starting role at the point. And after the Hawks were able to take a lead, the Lakers take it back on a 7-0 run.
Asia and China playing, and one of the guys who is the brains behind the operation, who founded Summer League, is Warren Legary, who's joining us on the broadcast now. Warren, welcome, man. Congrats on 20
guys,
years.
thank you very much. I'm a little bit out of breath. I've been running the stairs up here starting that other game, so bear with me, all right?
And Warren, you oftentimes have to deal with all the stars coming into an event which you co-founded, and now it seems as though everybody has your number on speed dial in mid-July when you got to come to Summer League, right?
It's why I changed my number just before the summer. Guys, we want them here. This is their home. They've been so supportive. People know that if you come here, you not only have a good time, but you get a great show. So, look, come one, come all. All our stars, they really become family. True story.
All right, so Warren, now, you've been here all 20 years. Do you have one moment that stands out as the best? And before you say anything, I'm going to tell you, I was here in attendance in the crowd when we had the earthquake on Zion's debut that night in the crowd. That probably wasn't your favorite night.
No, I've actually put it out of my memory. We don't ever go back to that again. So we actually were going to put out a T-shirt that says, if it's swaying, meaning the scoreboard, we're playing, because that means it did its job. So that was bittersweet. Clearly, it's become a a earthquake moment in our history. But it was something that we had the biggest. That was when, no matter what, we probably had the most traction with inside the arena audience as well as a television audience.
Bronny knocks down the three, his first as a Laker.
And it was a shame it was interrupted.
That's not your fault.
No, my favorite moment, believe it or not, is the reason why we're playing in here. Because when we first did it, it was always in Cox Arena. And then there was the Jeremy Lin, John Wall game. Now, it was over an hour wait outside both entries to get into the game, which means you weren't getting into the game. I even found a couple owners that I had to escort personally to make sure they got in. From that moment on, we realized if you put the right matchups, they'll come. And all of a sudden, Thomas & Mack became a featured place for us.
And here's a right matchup. We know that the Lakers are Vegas's favorite team. And
really? I did not know that.
You didn't know that? Well, I tell you what, let me tell you one of the reasons why. Bronny James, who was 0 for 16, knocks down his first three-pointer as a professional. And now, but we've seen that confidence from Bronny here today. And we talk about the stars that have been playing here. Bronny, another one of those stars. And again, his father unable to be here in attendance, because if so, we probably would have had that same line outside that you were talking about before.
Without question. And by the way, LeBron has always come and supported us, even passed up, I hope this doesn't hurt anybody's feelings, the ESPYs one year to come here and sit front row. So we've always made sure that we had plenty of room for him when he shows up to other people. But look, they're so tough in this poor kid. This kid is, every challenge thrown at him, he's overcome it. And no bigger challenge than your life being on the line while you're playing. And yet he decided, I'm just going to overcome that. He got back in shape. And it's still not something that you forget about in 6 months. It's still something about 2 years where you finally get right again. But he's out here challenging. And no matter what, he's smart. He's got, he's got the body. He's going to get better and better. And in a couple years, everybody, oh, yeah, we knew he was going to be good. Everybody's going to become a believer.
He dove a little early there.
A little early, but you see him getting after it and doing the job defensively. And, Warren, it sounds to me you are very similar to the majority of the NBA alumni who we are excited about seeing Bronny. Because, again, when you consider a guy that has played 22 years and has the opportunity to play with his son, what better reward could there be for one of the greatest players to ever play this game?
LeBron in himself is one of the greatest stories ever told. There's nothing that he doesn't put his mind to that he doesn't accomplish. To have his son, and we like to think apples don't fall far from the tree, that he's going to have that same character, that same drive, that same passion, and no matter what, he's going to find his place in the NBA world. We're convinced of it.
Finding his place right there defensively, getting in front, taking the charge right there. And my God, Drew Carter doesn't believe that was the case. Thought it should have been a block.
I think it might have been. There's a foul on East. Maybe can we look at that one again?
I can tell you this, referees are human too. Yeah. They get caught up in the emotion of the game.
We love our refs.
They absolutely, we do.
Hey, Warren, how did it change your preparation for this event knowing that Bronny was coming?
You know what? Every year we've always had somebody that was really touted or promoted in after the draft, and so we're prepared. We were actually prepared a year ago. We felt he would be coming out, and no matter what, our promotions, our billboards, our other things are tailored towards what we think is going to be the next big thing, and we're always ahead of the game. But we're also do internal promotion here in Vegas, letting people know this is your chance to see the future today.
And that's what this has been. You've had so many different greats come through playing in the Summer League here in Vegas. I believe the number is 5 or 6 MVPs have been here, and many of those multiple MVPs. Nikola Jokic, of course, was a huge part of the Vegas Summer League, winning his 3rd MVP this season.
But James Harden's also started here. Russell Westbrook started here. Stephen Curry, his first year with the Warriors, was the 3rd best player in his team. Morrow and Bellinelli actually outscored him in that deal.
Last 3 rookies of the year all played in Summer League.
But if last All-Star game, except for LeBron, every other player started here.
Wow.
Stars of tomorrow, you get to see him today. Be up close and personal.
Well, unfortunately, you got 49.1 more seconds to go, because that was a drop the mic moment right there, my friend. But we're going to keep you around to end out this second period.
I'll see if I can't come up with. But here's the other thing. What better entertainment value than Summer League? It's a $45 ticket for an adult, $35 for a kid. You get 8 games. We don't charge for air conditioning. We throw that in.
Oh, yeah, and it's extra.
That's
You get extra AC, by the way.
And no matter what, there's no more up in players. You can sit next to GMs. You can be around great players who always come, try to be a part of this, the whole the circus action that we've got going on. And there's no better value anywhere.
I can tell you this, as a former player who played in Summer League way back in the day, I would have loved to have been in Vegas in comparison, and no disrespect to Salt Lake City. However, give me Vegas at any point. I would have much to have preferred to have been here.
Is that because we have more gyms?
This.
We have more gyms here to practice?
That's exactly what it is.
That's
you
what
got
I saw.
arenas.
I was feeling that.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, here's a place where you can play hard. And I'm not saying party hard because your future is way too important, but at least you can watch other people party hard.
Or you can say you play hard on and off the court. That's the best way to say it.
The fans can party hard, right?
I'm only responsible for the people who work for me, okay?
Warren Legary, co-founder of the Vegas Summer League. 20 years. Here's to 20 more, man.
Guys, I can't thank you enough.
Well, we appreciate
all the support. You guys have been terrific. So look forward for at least one more year. If the feet keep working me up the upright position, so I'm good.
Stick around.
Clocking a lot of steps between here and the pavilion. I know that.
Get the cardio and the workout.
I quit counting.
Here we go. Last possession of this second quarter. Sean East fires, and it comes up short. So it's a 3-point game as we head to halftime. Bronny James leading all
of his professional career. I know he has to feel good about that.
That dive was kind of funny. You love the effort, but it's like it should have been in slow motion. Like a little bit out of reach. Good effort, though, and Bronny has the Lakers on top by 3. Colin Castleton was great as well in the first half, 4 for 4 from the floor. And then Sean East running point was 6 points, 4 assists, and 4 boards.
Yeah, Sean East has been a difference maker for the Lakers.
You know, Corey, speaking of confidence, it's something that Dane Johnson, the Summer League head coach for the Lakers, has continued to preach to Bronny. But they told him coming into the game, be aggressive in your decision-making, get downhill, try to make plays for yourself and your teammates. That will open up your shot around the arc, as we've seen. So he's got to be happy with what he's seen from Bronny James.
Absolutely, Katie. And another thing, no Dalton Connect on the floor as Mo Gay goes glass from the top of the key to even up at 44. But for Katie, when you consider there's no Dalton Connect, that's also something that really gives Bronny a few more opportunities, right?
No doubt about it. And Sean East is somebody else that was going to get an opportunity with Connect out. They told me pregame that East was somebody who was a game changer, completely changed the pace of the Lakers game. I'll let you take it if you want.
Hawks eating up here, KG.
They are.
That's 2 threes to start this third quarter.
Yeah, but
Gay went glass, and then Wood with the splash. And the Hawks back in front. Castleton, his first miss tonight. He was 4 of 4 in the first half.
But, you know, in the pickup game, we would have taken the Gay 3 off the board. That ain't count. You got to check that back up top.
Don't even give him
that.
one.
No. Back to back to back.
ATL is hot. That's Rob Baker, the second from the corner, and the Hawks have opened up a 6-point lead.
And they've done it with a 9-0 run, down 3 to start the half. Mohamed Gay goes off the glass to get it going from beyond the arc. Then Wood finding the 3. And then 3-ball corner pocket is good for the Hawks.
Well, the NBA 2K25 Summer League rolls on tomorrow with 4 more games that start at 4:30 Eastern with the Pacers and Nuggets on ESPN2. Then right here on ESPN, it's Wizards, Kings, followed by the Lakers and Cavs. Wrap it up, Timberwolves, Rockets at 11 Eastern. We'll get to that point of Summer League, Corey, where it's playoff time as we have a technical foul. Is that on Bronny?
He's in the closest vicinity to the official.
I think it is.
Bronny going to the basket. Great defense as you see the ball going off of his leg, out of bounds. I don't think, even though he has a microphone, I don't think we're going to be able to talk about or air what he said to the official on that one to be able to warrant the technical foul.
Eric Alig was having none of it. He's walking right by. Should we just ask him? What'd he say, Eric? Dad goes overseas and Bronny starts acting out. The technical foul for Bronny James added to the stat sheet.
Well, another first.
There it is. That's right. Keaton Wallace on the kick. Hawks have started 9-0 in this third quarter. Make it 12 zip. All of them on triples. Mo Gay knocks it down from the corner.
And that's been the difference in this game, the way the Hawks have shot it from beyond the arc, especially here in the second half. 4 straight threes.
They ruled that at 2. I guess his foot was on the line, but still.
That's what happens when you wear like a size 20.
Castleton, good touch around the basket.
First bucket of the second half for the Lakers. Castleton being able to get it to go, but now for the Lakers, the part of the problem is they've got to find a way to get stops.
Baker, way off.
I believe Castleton may have gotten a hand on that one. At least I hope he did.
The AC is so high in here. Breeze knocked it off. They go back to Castleton.
Good cut.
Pocket pass to Bronny. Lost it out of bounds. And it's Hawks ball.
Good pass, good cut, just unable to handle it. See the defender turn his head. Nice cut by Bronny, just unable to pick it up. A great rotation by Gay over there to take away what would have been an easy layup.
Here's Keaton Wallace, who just signed a 2-way with Atlanta. James on the strip. Here comes Maxwell Lewis, goes behind the back, pulls it up, knocks it down. A highlight from Maxwell Lewis.
It's a fight back by the Lakers. We talked about them. 0 for Summer League, not just Vegas, but the California League as well. Trying to get their first win here tonight. Fighting back after Atlanta's got off to a great start here in the second half.
Yeah, folks, you see the 0-2 at the bottom of your screen. They were 0-3 in the California Classic playing in San Francisco. Gay goes airborne and comes down hard. And Mohamed Gay will need a moment. That's the last thing you want to see in Summer League.
Yeah. Armel Traore trying to get over and take away the lob. But when you get into the legs of an airborne player, always dangerous.
EJ Liddell will check in. Gay's logged double figures, and now all 3 games here for the Hawks. There's a plus 13 against San Antonio.
You see Traore getting in there, really just trying to keep Gay from getting.
25 Summer League. And action continues tomorrow here in Vegas on NBA TV, ESPN, and the ESPN app. Grizzlies, Pelicans, Magic, Nets, Clippers, Jazz. And then Thursday here on ESPN, it's the Wizards and Alex Sarr against the Sacramento Kings. Right now here at Thomas & Mack, it's the Hawks and the Lakers. A good one mid-third quarter. Lakers looking for their first win of the Summer League. They're 0-5 between San Francisco and Vegas. Hawks 0-2 here in Vegas. As you check out the standings, this is the opposite end. Big picture look at the Summer League. 4 teams make the semifinals, and all 30 NBA teams sends a team to Summer League. So it's tough to make the playoffs. You probably got to go undefeated. We got a few teams at 3-0 already.
And we watched previously the Memphis Grizzlies behind a strong effort from both Scottie Pippen Jr. and G.G. Jackson going to work and getting a win, staying undefeated, 3-0.
Ronnie James missed that 3. He has a 3 tonight, his first one as a Laker. That one from Traore missed as well. Baker, Traore went vertical, called for the foul. He's got to be careful. Eric Alig made that call. He's also the one who teed up Bronny, so.
I'm not sure I wouldn't challenge this. Watch this. Verticality. Does he jump into him? Yeah. From that angle, it does look as though he jumps. He launches into him.
That's 6 fouls on Armel Traore.
Oh,
again,
we talked about that last game.
You do get 10. You do get 10.
We've had some players get 10.
Von Maker, Greg Oden, Diamond Stone. The list goes on.
Yeah.
Andrew Bogut. You be the judge, folks. Is this verticality?
Well, if he launches into him, now from this angle, it's going to look as though he goes straight up. But the other angle, you see that he does maybe move in the direction of the offensive player. From right here, does he launch forward? He does launch forward. That's the reason why they don't challenge it, because outside of that, that's a good call. That's all the offensive player basically creating the contact there. But launching forward, you're going to get that foul.
EJ Liddell and Jordan Bowden check in for the Hawks. Led by Ronald Norred, their Summer League head coach. This is the 3rd different franchise he's been the head coach for in the summer. Fight for the rebound. Castleton saves it right to Keaton Wallace, who takes it the other way. Baker on the Euro. Count it, +1.
Great job by Baker staying patient in the lane. Of course, whenever you've got smaller players in the mix, they're looking to take a charge. Baker does a great job with a little bit of a euro, then a soft touch to get it on the rim, finishing it off with opportunity for the three-point play.
There's Ron Norred, who coached the Hornets in 2019, the Pacers in 2022 here in Vegas. Played for Brad Stevens at Butler, made a couple of national championship appearances. Reunited with him in the Celtics organization for a couple seasons and took an assistant job at Northern Kentucky, where he became good friends with Joe Mazzulla, now the Celtics head coach and an NBA champion.
Worked a couple camps with Ron Norred throughout our time. I believe CP3 Elite Camp was one of those.
I saw Shelvin Mack over at the Pavilion yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if the whole team's here or what.
You're running down the, have you seen Gordon Hayward?
I haven't seen Gordon yet. I did see Brad, though. Wallace tried to kick it. Lewis with the steal. He's one-on-one. Kuzi's riding shotgun. Lewis in the spin cycle, rejected by Liddell. E.J. Liddell, only 6'6", undersized for his position, but he blocks a lot of shots. Now he attacks Castleton. Can't score.
I believe E.J. Liddell gave away an opportunity for three right there. After he did the job defensively, he had more than enough right to take that three-pointer in transition.
Kuzi loads it up. That's a block. It's Baker on the perimeter. Hawks by 8 past the midway point of the third quarter. Baker slips the screen, floated in by Wallace. Baker catch and shoot, 10-point lead for Atlanta.
And great job by Baker keeping the basketball high, not bringing it down, allowing a guard to be able to disrupt his rhythm there, laying it softly off the glass.
Rob Baker leading all scorers with 12, and that ends a 7-0 run for the Hawks as Lewis lays it in.
But nice action, a great find from Castleton at the top of the key. That's one of the things you can play through Colin Castleton as a passer, allowing him to be able to facilitate.
Wallace slaces a three.
The shooting for the Hawks has picked up significantly here in this second half. They have been hot. Of course, they had a stretch where they knocked down 4 straight threes to start off the second half. Wallace getting involved in the action. Too much space. Bronny James trying to go under the screen. Can't do that at this level. Guys are too good from the 23-9.
Hawks are 7 of 11 from downtown in this third quarter. Meanwhile, the Lakers for the game just 3 for 15. Bronny takes a seat. Oliveri replaces him. Valerio Bodon replaces Lewis. Kuzi had it poked away. It was Wallace who got a hand on it. Feed the beast. What a sequence for Keaton Wallace.
And a great find from Jarkel Joyner, recognizing that Wallace did the job defensively, rewarding his teammate for having great hands on the defensive end of the floor.
His 2K My Player grade just shot up.
Well, I mean, we are in the 2K25 Summer League. Why not? Great job by Wallace there, tapping it over to Jarkel Joyner, who returns the favor. And these are two guys 6 feet and under hooking up on the lob.
Blake Hinson out there for LA. Mo Diarra as well.
Yeah, E.J. Liddell blew that screen up too. Didn't allow Blake Hinson to come off with any space at all.
On the kick for Oliveri.
What do you think the arc was on that
That's
shot?
a moon ball. Almost scraped the sky. Hinson for 3.
That's what he do. Blake Hinson, one of the best from beyond the arc. He was looking forward to being able to shoot 23-9. The college line wasn't far enough back for Blake.
Those are his first 3 points tonight. He's on a 2-way deal with the Lakers. Liddell drives. Can't lay it in. Diarra protecting the rim. Got called for the foul.
E.J. Liddell getting to the free throw line at 22. Last time out versus the Spurs. The young man had an injury early in the draft process, so missed the majority of last year. Did finally get back, played about 8 games with the Pelicans. But looking for a new start here in year 2 with the Atlanta Hawks.
He was so good in college.
Oh, yeah.
41st overall pick in 2021. 8 career NBA games. Came over in that DeJounte Murray trade. makes it 25-10 Hawks in the third quarter.
This is where I expect to see Jarkel Joyner really pick it up, putting some pressure on Tommy Kuhse.
Oliveri missed another three. Valerio Bowden had it for a second, stays here with the Lakers.
But the way the Lakers started this game, we saw the defensive intensity from them, getting after every loose ball, coming up with the 50-50 balls. That's what we've seen from the Hawks here in this third quarter. They have changed the fortunes of the way they've done the job defensively, and of course, knocking down the threes has absolutely helped on the offensive end.
Diarra gets it back out to Hinson. Same spot he hit the first one, tries it again, sticks it again. Blake Hinson trying to get the Lakers back in it. Jarkel Joyner responds. ACC matchup here, Pitt versus NC State.
Got a lot of ACC action on the floor right now. Of course, Mohamed Diarra on the floor. 3 ACC guys, and all of them having an impact in this game. But none bigger than Blake Hinson. Not one, not two, but 3 threes in a row.
I think next time down the floor,
oh, he checked
I'm
his
going to
hat.
guess he's shooting again.
Doesn't matter. As soon as he crosses half court, you better not let him get a look.
Wallace skips it. Liddell, corner pocket. Diarra challenged it. Norris, the offensive rebound. Under 2 minutes left in the third. Hawks by 9. There it is. Joyner matched up with Hinson. Leaves it short. And a foul on the deck.
It's become a 3-party. Blake Hinson, sidestep, knocked down the 3 ball. On the other end, Jarkel Joyner finding himself in the corner, able to capitalize from beyond the arc. Blake Hinson not to be outdone, lining it up again, knocking down his 3rd straight 3 on the last 3 possessions.
The foul was on Mo Diarra. Side out for the Hawks. Moses Wood trying to get involved, missed it. Norris really active. And look at J.J. Redick, still spry, making a nice catch over there on the baseline.
I mean, the hands stay quick. It's the feet that slow you down. That's why you got to get out of the game. But the hands stay quick. And J.J., of course, always ready to catch and shoot.
Oh, Hinson way outside. There's that heat check. Diarra, the offensive board. Oliveri missed another. 3rd chance for L.A. Oliveri, finally.
Best time to shoot the 3. The offensive rebound. The entire defense is contracted into the painted area. You get a wide open look. 3 for $1 for the Lakers on that possession.
Leads down to 6 for Atlanta. Wood after the handoff. Joyner lines it up. Offensive rebound, Moses Wood, and the teardrop is good. Less than a minute left in the third. Mohamed Diarra backing down Moses Wood. Does not get the shooter's roll. Chance at a 2 for 1 here for Atlanta. And you know Joyner knows it. Hooks the bounce pass, Liddell. Some fancy passing here.
Uh-oh, I thought that one was coming to me.
Wood thought he was fouled, ends up with Norris. Can't connect on the 3. Couple of gold jerseys in the area. And it's saved by Valerio Bowden. Lakers can hold for 1 until Joyner picks the pocket.
A smart play by Jarkel, recognizing the clock.
Wood gets it back to him. Got a hustle. Joyner fires and gets bailed out.
Let me tell you, this young man is a game changer. He and Terquavion Smith together in the backcourt at NC State, they were an absolute problem. There are very few that can get after it defensively like Jarkel Joyner. And his defense has led to one of the reasons why the Hawks are up 8 now, an opportunity to make this a double-figure lead heading into the 4th quarter.
Terquavion Smith was with the Sixers for a couple of years. Now he's playing with the Blazers Summer League team. Had some good players come through NC State in the last few years.
Absolutely, but I tell you right now, the job that Kevin Keatts did with the Wolfpack this year, when everyone counted them out, to get 5 wins in the ACC tournament, And, of course, 4 wins in the NCAA tournament, 9 in a row, making it to the Final Four. And here's one of his guys.
What did you like about the way you guys came out and played in this third quarter, other than letting Blake Hinson hit those 3 threes?
We came out with a lot of energy. We tried to execute what we worked on in practice, so we tried to stay disciplined and make a run.
Congratulations to you. You just signed your 2-way deal. How would you describe the impact that you've had on the Summer League team?
I think it's been great for everybody, not just myself, just learning. I'm glad to be back around the game and be back on the floor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Katie, Keaton Wallace on the Hawks, a 9-point lead to start this fourth quarter. Jordan Bowden called for the foul. So a side out for the Lakers. Both these teams looking for their first win here in Vegas. LA went 0-3 in Salt Lake, 0-2 so far here. Blake Hinson trying to change that. What a second half he's putting together. Now 11 points.
And going off the bounce, finding his way to the rim. Took him an entire half to get started in the scoring column, but hasn't slowed down ever since he saw that first 3 go down.
Now there's this guy, Jarkel Joyner. Played at 3 different colleges, finished at NC State. And he sets the table there for Rob Baker out of Harvard.
But just the eye contact between he and Baker, basically allowing Baker to know if he slips that screen, he's going to have an easy look, as both guys were trying to double team Jarkel in the corner.
How hard is it for these guys to develop chemistry in such a short period of time?
But, you know, the good thing about it is you spend the time together in your training camps, and more importantly, being on the road the entire time, all you do is spend time with each other. So it's not as difficult as you might imagine.
Baker's got a game-high 16.
And back-to-back possessions where Joyner and Baker have gotten together with the assist to the bucket. So the chemistry between these two is going pretty well.
Hinson with a nice late pass, and Armel Traore, one of their 2-way players for the Lakers, finishes. Hawks still lead it by 9. Hard screen from Norris. Joyner matched up with Traore, tried to put him in the blender. A deep one from Moses Wood rattles out.
You can't ask for more than that if you're Moses Wood. Went all the way down and came back out. You just count that one as a make.
Hinson after the Euro. Wood says, get that out of here. And he walked on the other side. That would have been a really cool sequence if he scored that time.
He absolutely would. And Wood with the big-time block coming over to help out a teammate, Blake Hinson, trying to get it up on the glass. However, Wood was able to take it to the glass. The big-time block denying it, starting to break for the Hawks. Almost like an outlet pass right there, DC.
Lakers have 3 2-way players out here, Hinson, Traore, and Castleton. Guys under NBA contracts are Connect, who's out tonight, Bronny James, and Maxwell Lewis, who played 32 games last year as a rookie. Rest of these guys free agents, auditioning for everybody, and Tommy Kuhse making a good impression.
Big bucket for Tommy Kuhse right there to make it a 2-possession game once again. Stepping up, knocking down a 3 when his team needs points right now. Now they need to stop, trying to find a way to slow down. Hawks offense has got going here in the second half.
Joyner floats it. Baker fouled by Kuhse.
So here's the question. Will that be a shot attempt? Because it looks as though Baker was trying to get that to the rim. Going to be interesting to see how the officials look at this, because it does look as though Baker was trying to get this to the rim and not bring it down as Kuhse goes over. Oh, that was a shot attempt.
So he's standing at the free throw line.
That was a shot attempt.
Stacey Blow is ready for the side out.
Yeah, they're going to say that he didn't really have control of the basketball on that one. Great foul by Kuhse. I still think it was a shot attempt.
And a nice job by Baker just to sell it. Go straight to the free throw.
Yeah, that's the way you got
question.
it. Again, we're thinking the same things. That's what happens with scores.
Baker with 16 to lead the way. This is 3rd Summer League. Baker takes a seat here. Sloppy offense. Traore goes to the floor to secure it for the Lakers, and here's Kuhse. East driving past Liddell, hit the D-cell and got fouled. And it goes against E.J. Liddell.
Smart play by East, attacking the basket. They had numbers there, but the Hawks did a great job of closing out, defending the line. giving up the opportunity for East to try to attack, having to foul him to keep him away from getting an easy layup.
Lakers and their brain trust led by Rob Pelinka, J.J. Redick, looking for guys who can help around the margins, with LeBron and Anthony Davis still at the center of that core, Austin Reeves as well. Who can help them finish better than they did last season?
I can tell you it's going to be guys that can make shots. When you're playing with LeBron, you're playing with AD, you got to have guys that can make threes. And that's going to be important. The Lakers at the bottom of the league last year as far as shooting the three. They weren't a team that was very good from beyond the arc. They're going to have guys that can step up and make shots. Or JJ could teach them.
Pretty good guy to learn from. Same as Lindsey Harding, who's sitting next to him.
Absolutely. Lindsey, of course, was an All-American at Duke around the same time that JJ was there. Lindsey, this year's G League Coach of the Year, now added to the Lakers coaching staff. Great hire by JJ Redick.
Hinson. Oh, he went back behind the line and stroked a triple. And the crowd is starting to love Blake Hinson. 14 points all in the second half. One possession game. Wallace against Cousy. Single digits on the shot clock. Liddell, good pump fake. Kick it to the corner for Joyner. He hits the three.
Jarkel not going to give the Lakers any opportunity right now. He's going to fight back on every possession. He and Blake Hinson having a one-on-one matchup here now.
That time Hinson off the heel right to Oliveri. Wallace bats the rebound to Liddell. Hawks have 5 players in double figures. Wood, Gay, Baker, Wallace, and Joyner. And Wallace out of control there. He might have twisted his ankle too. This is 5-on-4 for the Lakers. Cousy hits the three.
Yeah, but you hate to see that.
Back to a 3-point game.
Wallace down right now in the backcourt.
And Norad has to burn a timeout. Now we will check on Keaton Wallace. You hate to see this. Just signed a 2-way deal with the Hawks. Needing some assistance. Always on the minds of basketball fans. And Kobe's sister, Sharia Washington, is in attendance. Also the daughter of Joe Jellybean Bryant, who passed away earlier this week. And great to see Sharia in attendance.
Yeah, Sharia showing up. She had promised her young friend that she would bring him to a summer league game. And even though she's mourning the loss of her father, staying true to her word. Of course, in rocking the Mamba jersey, which, of course, who was the most famous Las Vegas player. Considering the Lakers have always been a favorite, they miss Kobe as much as we do.
Blake Hinson missed the three. It's been his night here in the second half. That would have tied the game as we're past the 5-minute mark. Jarkel Joyner's got 15 tonight. Good look from Bowden to Liddell, and Hinson wrapped him up before the shot. So it'll be a side out of bounds. Good foul by Blake Hinson.
Yeah, but bad defense by Blake Hinson. You can't get face cut along the baseline right there, allowing E.J. Liddell to cut right in front of you. And again, that's going to be the challenge for Blake Hinson, because we know he can shoot the basketball, but can he defend the position? He's going to have to go up against some of the best in the world at that small forward position, and gets face cut right there. Will get a break. An opportunity as Bronny James checks back into the game.
Yeah, Lewis back in there for Hinson. Bronny checked in at the timeout. Joyner missed the three. And Colin Castleton has the rebound. Bronny leading the break. Penetrates the paint. Cousy defended by Liddell.
I don't think Cousy can pass that one up. Bronny did the work creating a shot for Cousy. You've got to be locked in. Cousy's already knocked down 2 threes here in this fourth.
No hesitation. Bronny missed the three. Joyner yanks down the rebound.
Tougher shot for Bronny coming off the bench and taking that shot in comparison to Cousy, who's already in the rhythm. Seen it go through a couple times. I believe he missed the opportunity on that last one.
James now 1 for 19 in 5 summer league games.
It's okay. He got the 1. No longer a 0 in front of that number.
From 3-point range, I should specify. 4 for 9 from the floor tonight. 9 points for Bronny. All of them in the first half. Got a chance at another. He drains it.
There you go. Once again, but did you see how confident he was when he shot it? There was never a question as to whether he was going to shoot the ball or he was not. That's the way he's going to have to be. That's the confidence level he's going to have to play with to be successful in this league.
Bronny James ties the game. 79 apiece, 3.5 to play.
We're going to have a defensive 3 seconds call. So the opportunity for the Hawks to take the lead back once again. But look at the no hesitation. As soon as Bronny catches this, he knows he's shooting the basketball. It's a contested shot. However, this is the way you have to play at the NBA level. If you second guess it, you better pass it, move it. And if you're going to do that, you can't play. You have to be confident enough to take that shot, and more importantly, step up and make that shot.
Well, James was in the lane for 3. Another adjustment to playing in the NBA. Bowden hit the free throw. Hawks back in front. Moses Wood to inbound. He finds Joyner. Sean East is all over him. Lewis tried to break up the pass to Liddell, who lost the ball. 1 second to shoot. They're not going to get it off. Shot clock violation. Good defense from the Lakers.
And a great defensive team effort by the Lakers, not only to be able to strip the basketball away from Liddell, get great hands there, but more importantly, to be able to run Wood off the line, not giving him a look for threes. That shot clock's going down. Once he had to put it on the floor, he didn't have a chance of getting a good shot at the end of the shot clock.
Little dribble handoff. Castleton and Bronny. Has a mismatch, goes to the hole, missed it. Castleton on the cleanup.
Great job by Colin Castleton, recognizing both defenders, going with Bronny, chasing down the offensive rebound and getting an easy one based off of his effort.
Joyner got East on his hip, gets it out to Liddell. Into the post for Baker, their top scorer tonight, got the whistle. And Rob Baker II will shoot the free throws when we return. Lakers in front, 2:36 left.
Shooting the basketball confidently. 2 of 5 from 3 here, 40% for Bronny after going 0 of 15 to start his professional career.
It's been his best game as a Laker, 12 points for Bronny James. Blake Hinson's their top scorer with 14. Rob Baker II misses the free throw badly. So the best he can do at the line is tie it, a smile on his face.
Yeah, all you can do is smile after that one as his teammates hide their faces. This is what happens when you shoot an air ball from the free throw line. This is what the bench looks like. And please believe they're going to let him know. Probably not when he gets back to the bench, but absolutely after the game.
And they're all clapping cordially now.
Oh, you have to.
You saw Zachary Rees-Sachet in street clothes, the Hawks' #1 pick, who is out tonight. So is Dylan Windler, Nikola Juricic, and Kobe Buffkin. Lakers missing Connect tonight. But they've got Colin Castleton, who has been a beast inside. Now 7 of 8 from the floor. He's got a double-double and a chance at a 3-point play.
And not only does he have a double-double, he's got 6 assists to go along with it. So Colin Castleton has stacked the stat sheet in every area, coming up with another offensive board, and then the putback, the hoop, the harm, and opportunity for an and one to make it a 3-point lead here for the Lakers.
4th offensive rebound for the former Florida Gator. When the Lakers led a minute ago, it was their first lead since early 3rd quarter. They were up by 3 at half, and then the Hawks blitzed them with 3 threes right out of the gate. Lakers back in front now by 3. Approaching 2 minutes left. Liddell gets it up to Joyner at the top of the key. Gets it right back. Open look, way short. Baker the offensive rebound. Castleton protecting the rim. What a night for Colin Castleton. That's his first block, 2 steals on the 15, 11, and 6. No turnovers in the 4th quarter for the Lakers. That's been a key to them taking the lead as Lewis draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Lewis recognizing everyone on the perimeter. He's going to have the entire painted area to be able to operate. Can't get by his defender, but using his size to back down, try to shoot over top, forcing Bowden to foul.
Maxwell Lewis, the pride of Pepperdine, entering his 2nd NBA season after he was a 2nd-round pick last year. And folks, coming up next at SportsCenter with John Buccigross and Zubin Mehenti. Highlights of this one and more Summer League action, plus Fever Wings highlights and the youngest pro debut in MLS history. Check it out on SportsCenter. 14 years old?
You're a SportsCenter anchor. You got to say that different. It's Zubin and Bucci. You see what I'm saying? Like Gucci, but Bucci. I mean, you got it.
Gucci Mane?
Bucci Mane. Come on. You already know what this is. These are your guys.
You see that TikTok with Bucci the other day?
I did.
Walking around the airport?
I did not.
If you know, you know. It was pretty funny.
I will be sure to look it up, though.
Yeah, 3-point lead for the Lakers here. Sub 2 minutes left. It's Lewis on the drive. Can't finish. Bronny in the vicinity. Bowden comes away with it. Moses Wood finds Joyner. Floated upstairs. Baker can't finish. Joyner says, I got it.
Jarkel Joyner recognizing it. Probably wasn't the best play to throw the lob in that position. However, still getting it back, able to finish it off with the offensive rebound. Maybe he was just padding the stats.
Kuzi with the hook alley-oop to Castleton. Ooh, that was pretty.
But Kuzi does shoot the hook shot, that time disguising it to get it over the outstretched hands of the defenders to get another assist.
The Lakers do like a skyhook.
They absolutely do. The most unstoppable shot in the history of the game.
Liddell with some space. Misses. That would have tied it. Lewis yanks down the rebound.
Big rebound by Lewis. Grown man rebound going up above a number of Hawks players to come up with.
Less than a minute. Hawks pressuring the ball. Down by 3. It almost looked like Wood was trying to foul him.
I believe he was, but it took the officials a while to call that one. I'm not sure if Wood recognized how much time there was. You have more than enough time to play that out and just try to get a stop.
So Lewis goes back to the line where he just missed a couple. Tell you what, partner, there's some energy in this building right now.
It absolutely is. And, you know, we can attribute that to a number of things. One, the Lakers in Vegas. But how about Bronny James? His best game as a professional thus far. And an opportunity now for the Lakers to get their first win this summer, spanning across 2 different summer leagues here in Game 3 in Vegas.
4-point lead after Lewis split the free throws. Jarkel Joyner, 17 points. Gets it to Norris for 3. That's good. A big one for Miles Norris.
And Norris got it going earlier in this game, knocking down back-to-back threes in the first quarter coming off the bench.
Oh, Kuzi lost the handle. Taken away by the Hawks. Bowden leaves it for Joyner. Gets it back. Jarkel took a look. Good defense from the Lakers.
This is where that timeout would be handy.
They do not have one. Joyner is fouled by Lewis. They have a foul to give, so no free throws yet for the Hawks.
You have to remember that Ronald Norwood had to take the timeout when Keaton went down, so they don't have a timeout. Only get 2 in the second half of the game. No timeout to be able to draw up anything.
Well, now the Lakers don't have the foul to give. The shot clock is off. 10 seconds left. Lakers by 1. Joyner handles the ball for the Hawks. Both teams looking for their first win this summer. Lewis all over him. Joyner in the lane. They don't get the shot off. Lakers win.
The Lakers getting after it defensively on the last possession of the game, which results in their first win spanning 2 summer leagues, the California League, and now here in Vegas. Game 6, I believe, for the Lakers. And then they've been able to come up with a win here for the first